Okay, Dad, so what kind of knife are you using? Does it matter?
Steak knife, 12-inch steak knife,
Okay.
diamond tip steel.
Okay, so now you're cutting the ribs off this whole thing and cutting it down into steaks then, right? Okay.
If you start on this side, just the small side, you gotta be careful so you don't go through the eye.
Right.
Just ride the bone down, that's it.
Just kind of take your time, right?
Because if you take it, come on over here.
Okay.
If you took it, follow this bone down,
Yeah.
you'll follow it down straight. See where your knife's gonna go? Your knife's gonna go right through the eye. So you gotta loosen a little bit first.
Right.
Pull it back. And just with the tip of your knife,
Go
Right
slower,
there,
maybe
bone.
there, yeah.
and you stay away from that eye.
Because you said a lot of people do that, right? They'll slice right into the nice part, the eye of it.
Right.
Okay. I think you should have your own YouTube tutorials, Dad.
Just take your time. That's all it is. The bone curves, so you gotta stay with it. You can't go straight down the bone.
So that's something I'm noticing too. You keep turning it, so it's just,
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I don't wanna. Because even here, you see here, see how the bone curves.
right.
If you go straight, you're gonna go into the eye, and this is all the eye down here.
Okay. So don't be afraid to
Once you
flip
get
it around.
Once you get past the curves, you're fine. A lot of people don't. And then they're pissed off because when they go to cut it, it's through the eye.
Right.
You don't want that.
Before you put those on the cookie sheet, do you want to just cut those in half so it's easier for me to cook them?
No.
Now this is something that the last time I did that, I didn't do this, but you notch it, right?
Yeah, you go around the bone a little bit.
That's a meat cutter thing, Dad. I didn't do that when I took it off the last one.
See these little bones here? You want to go around them. So you just up, down and around. Make sure you have it. Just watch your left
Now,
eye.
what would stop you just from slicing straight across? Now, this is like something for like for in the
Well-
store, like a shrink thing, or it looks
Yeah,
better.
the more meat you leave on there, the more
Right.
the more money you're gonna make. But
Right.
you gotta be careful here is you don't come flying up and hit your eye.
Right. Okay. There you go.
These are your ribs. Plenty of meat on them. You just
Yeah.
want them in half.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. And then just stack them on there, and then you could also put the steaks that you cut on there.
Okay. Here. See, I don't know if you can see it. They don't put them out like this now no more. But I wanted to show Kelly this anyway. We were talking about the bones. There's feather bones here that come up. Okay?
Okay. But they're not on here right
They're
now.
not on here.
Is this right here where the bones were?
Right there, you can
Okay.
see it.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
You
Yeah.
see it right here.
Okay.
And what it was, Kelly had a question. And the question was, how can they call it semi-boneless?
Right. Right.
Well, semi-boneless means they took off some bone somewhere.
Right.
So this is the bone. The semi-boneless means they took these feather bones off.
Right.
And thank God they did, because you'd really have a hard time.
I was gonna, yeah. Okay.
So now you flip it over.
Now you're cutting it down into steaks, right?
All right, yeah.
We leave the fat on and then cut it off after we cook it, if you don't want
Right.
it.
There is a way if you wanted to. If you wanted to do it, be a lot of waste. You can grab this here. Okay?
Dad, you're taking that fat off?
See what I mean?
Yeah.
You take this, you pull this all the way back, then you would cut this off. But I'm at home, what am I gonna do with this?
Right.
I'm gonna throw it in the garbage. Well, that's a lot of money.
If you were at work, what would you do? Put
I
it
wouldn't
into
do
for
it either.
grind? Oh, you would leave it
I
on
would,
there.
yeah, I wouldn't do it anyway. But there's
Is that like usable fat? Like you could put that into a grind? It looks kind of funky.
like a strap in here.
Yeah, it looks like skin or
Here
something.
it is. It's right here. It's yellow. It's yellowish.
Yeah.
That's a strap. We used to call it bubble gum. You couldn't.
Yeah.
You couldn't.
Would you be able to chew? Yeah, I was just
You
gonna say
couldn't chew
that.
that if your life depended on it.
Right.
Okay. Now we're gonna cut some steaks. You want them thicker, Kel?
Yeah. Do you have any tips? I think this would be my problem on. Is it just practice, even pressure, how you get a nice even slice? Because sometimes even when I'm cutting bread, it'll be thicker on the top and thinner on the bottom, or vice versa.
I mean, you could come here and look.
Okay.
Your first one's not gonna be even because it's not broken.
Okay.
You see how it's,
I'm coming around.
see here?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you do the
The
best
light
you can
is
do.
screwed up,
There's
yeah.
nothing you can do.
Right.
So. Now, if you want,
Now, how thick is that steak, Dad? Like an
well,
inch?
that's a good inch.
Do you think that's too thick, or that's
It's a
good?
little bit too big.
Okay, well then cut it down a little bit. We don't need super huge steaks. That thick, that would probably be enough for 3 of us if I was making something else with it.
You can take some of this off if you want. Just what do you do with it now that you're...
I was talking to Sue yesterday. That is the tail, right?
That's
This
the
thing?
tail.
Yeah. And I said that we kind of leave that on and it fires up the grill a little bit. But then we don't eat that.
You don't need it all on.
No.
You know, if you wanted to cut the tails off here, but what do you do with it?
You're still in the Dominic's meat cutting mode, Dad. You're thinking about shrink. I'm gonna go back over to the other side. I think the, oh well, the light's okay now. You're getting some good marble in that one. As you're cutting it, do you want to talk about like the different kind of cuts? Like I think a lot of people probably think it's just the same all the way through, but like you've taught me, they're different. Like as you get down, there's like better.
Well, right, you can see how
Type
this
of
is
steak.
starting here. You see here, like on your first couple cuts, it's just starting there, and as this moves in, it will get fattier on this side as you're going towards this way. It's just gonna get fatter.
And that's with like every rib.
Yes,
Okay.
every ribs. The ribs, 1 through 7. These are all like your first 3 ribs right here. Those are always the ones that people want. So,
Stop.
as you can see, it is getting a little more fattier in marble.
like when people order steaks, like in a restaurant, that are not breaking them down, they probably don't want necessarily, because people may not want that big streak of fat in it.
Right. But some people do. See how it's getting bigger?
Yeah,
It's boom, boom, boom.
right.
I'm gonna leave that in. So see, now it'd be a good time if you need all the steaks, you make this a nice ribeye roast.
Right. No, we need steaks, yeah.
You need steaks, so
Yeah, so we're,
put it all the way down.
yeah.
You see how, and I know I keep mentioning this fat, but that's what happens. It's very easy though, just to take it, pop it with your finger, and you just pull it out. Oop. But then you're gonna have that on the grill.
It's just us.
Right.
But would you have done that at work, or do you
If
leave
it's
it?
too big like that one, I would
Because
never-
people wouldn't buy that probably, most people.
Well, no, you wouldn't even know. So-
No, I'm saying most people wouldn't buy it with that hunk of
Right.
fat in it, right? So you would take it out.
See, that's what you would do in the store. That's what you would see in the package.
And then when you open it
I
up,
mean,
it's like
you wouldn't put
flat.
it in your package like that.
No,
You know what I mean?
but then when, yeah,
So then you stick it up their butts and you go like that and you go, oh, look
deceiving
at
people,
that. Look
Dad.
at that. Holy
Your old
shit.
meat cutting tricks.
You can't make that. The fat can just stay in there.
But it's just us. We don't care.
And you can see how when you do go down, how the steak has changed.
Right.
This is off your first cut, now you cut down.
I just think it's interesting that the little marbling may be a little different, but every single rib is the same. How it gets fattier, I think that's.
And you're gonna end up,
You're gonna have a couple funky steaks,
It's,
but is what it is.
it's not a bad steak.
No,
Be a good steak, like if you wanted to make like a Philly steak sandwich.
or fajitas or something. Yeah.
Fajitas or something, you wanted to slice these up. But I
Right.
mean, these are just as good,
Exactly.
you know, this is just getting closer to the pot roast, stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, you could leave some on there because we gotta count how many you got, and then I have to know how many bags I need to make. So. Okay, so you cut that whole thing down in about 13 minutes, yeah, from start to finish.
Yeah, too much talking, I would have been fired.
So at work, you would have done that in what? 6 minutes? So what do you have on there? 8?
What do you got here?
Yeah, 8.
8, you got 9, you got 10, 11,
This was another big rib like last year.
11,
12.
13, 14, 15, 16.
All right.
We got 16 steaks cut about an inch, 3/4 of an inch.
All right. Well, thanks, Dan. Jim Crapel signing off.
It's been real nice. I know he's bullshit.
God.